What's up? What's up? What's up, my YouTube family? My name is Crystal Denitra, and thank you for tuning back into Truth TV Podcast. Greetings to all my truth tellers and truth seekers out there. I have been MIA, child, because life has been lifing, okay? Life has definitely been lifing, but I wanted to come on here just with a quick word. I've been thinking about this for a couple days. The title of this live is called Stop Responding with Emotions. I talk about all the time, and just for you guys that are tuning into my channel for the first time, I am in recovery from DV and narcissistic abuse. I talk about it heavily for on the channel. I'm definitely an advocate for both. I'm trying to heal my trauma. I'm trying to help others heal as well. So that is what this channel is about. If you are new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'm telling you, you will love it here. And also hit the like button on your way in or on your way out of the video. So just to get that out of the way, I welcome you to take this journey with me. But I wanted to talk about responding with emotions because for the past week or so, I have definitely been tested, like tested to the fullest. You know, it's kind of like the same people that have been in my circle for a minute. They kind of understand and know how I operate. And even with that, when people know how you are, they will try to play on your emotions. You know what I'm saying? They will try to make you out just to be this bad person when they're in fact the one that's toxic. Dealing with narcissistic and toxic people is not an easy thing to deal with, and also being in recovery. But we have to keep a couple things in mind. You know, sometimes people like to dig and dig and dig just to see what you have going on. They're not even necessarily interested in what you have going on, but their whole main focus is to stop whatever you have going on. That's their focus. So I've talked about reactive abuse a lot on the channel, and I just want to kind of revisit that because it plays a part in what I've been thinking. So we know what the T stands for. I'm sorry, I had muted myself. So the T stands for teaching, empowering, and awareness. So I always like to start off with definitions just so people can kind of understand what I'm getting to. So reactive abuse, it is a common manipulation tactic that places blame for abuse onto the abused. It's commonly associated with gaslighting, as the tactic aims to convince or rewrite the story, claiming the person who has caused harm is actually the victim. It's usually used by narcissists or toxic people, as they often play the role of the victim when they're faced with consequences for their reaction. So why reactive abuse is so effective is because certain people know how to get under your skin. I'm the type of person, I really don't like small talk, because I feel like sometimes when people are small talking you, they're just trying to get a reaction out of you. They're trying to figure out what you have going on. You know, if they see you're doing something good or see you're doing something positive, they always try to, try to be nosy and figure out what you got going on, and say, oh, well, I'm trying to do this. And, I was interested in doing that, knowing they have really no desire to even go forward or, do the same thing that you're doing. It's really just a way to manipulate you to change your mind about doing what you're doing. They see the good things that you're doing. They see the good person that you are. So it's just really a tactic to stop whatever you have going on, because for whatever reason, they feel intimidated. So I came up with this, stop responding with emotions. If you give people nothing, they have nothing to go off of. They are literally going to make up whatever they want to make up about you, and that's fine. And being in recovery, I had to learn to stop responding to everything and stop responding to certain things. I'm not going to give anybody the joy or the pleasure of making me upset. Nowadays, I really take time to think about, how I respond to things. I don't just go off the handle, like, because before, I'm going to just be honest with y'all. If somebody said something that I didn't like, or somebody did something I didn't like, I would just completely go off on them. But I feel that it's better to give them no reaction, because they don't know where your headspace is at. They don't know which way to go. When you do that to a narcissistic person or a toxic person, it really confuses them. So just like they have you in this constant state of confusion, when you give them nothing, they're gonna be confused. So it's kind of like giving it right back to them without really doing anything. The one thing that I came across, I was watching someone's live. Her name is Martisha. I think on YouTube, you guys can look her up. She was saying yesterday in her video how peace is boring to toxic people. Toxic people do not like peace at all. They are so used to being in chaotic situations. You know, they love chaos. They love to keep up drama. So when they come across someone who is peaceful, they will do everything in their power to upset your peace. So I'm here to let you know, truth tellers and truth seekers, do not let anyone take away your peace. We have to become, first of all, dependent on God, and we have to be dependent upon ourselves to understand that peace is so important. God gives people peace to protect yourself. God gives you peace to protect your energy. And I'm all about protecting my energy these days. I don't let anybody drain my energy. I don't let anybody suck the life out of me anymore. You know, like I said in the beginning of this video, life has definitely been lifing, but that's because I feel like I was still allowing certain people to drain me. And once I got it in my mind that I'm going to stand up to this thing and I'm going to set those boundaries and I'm going to stand forward on those boundaries, you know, there's nothing that a toxic person can do. And I've talked about on the channel before how going no contact is very important. It's very important because, again, it confuses the narcissist. It confuses the toxic person. If they have nothing to go off of, it's nothing that they can say. You know, people are going to make up what they want to make up, and just let them. Why keep getting upset, or why keep, you know, bringing on emotions that are unnecessary for people that mean you no good? You know, people are going to play on the fact that you're a nice person. People are going to play on the fact that you have a loving and caring heart. People are going to play on the fact that you're an empath. But we have to make a decision in our mind that we're not going to allow ourselves to be affected by what the narcissist or toxic people has to say. They're always going to be judgmental. They're always going to feel like they can cast stones and hide their hands, because that's just what they do. So if you keep the peace and just keep knowing that you have to leave emotions out of certain situations, you will be far better off. I know it's easier said than done, but just take a minute to think about some of the situations that you've been in and how you could have played a different role in that situation. I know for me, I have plenty of situations that I felt like at times that I shouldn't have said anything. But then again, I felt like that was just the toxic people's way of, you know, keeping me bound. And, you know, if I didn't speak up, I felt that I was weak. But sometimes looking weak is okay. You know, it's not to say that you're a weak person, but sometimes giving them the illusion that you're weak is okay. But because at the end of the day, it's going to cause you to have more peace. You know, we have to stop allowing people to run over us. That's my biggest message. Like, and I had to learn that, you know, being a people pleaser, because when you come from a narcissistic entity, you know, when you get an adult age, you allow people to, you know, walk over you. You allow yourself to be a people pleaser because you feel like that's what you have to do. But being in this recovery stage, I am learning that I don't have to please anybody. The only person that I have to please is God first, myself, and my kids. That's it. I'm not obligated to do anything. You know, people come with all of this, you know, feelings of obligation and entitlement. And to me, that's where I crossed the line. You know, I was dealing with a situation with I'll just say an associate at this point. And I don't know what this person thought. Like, you know, we all grown and we all have our own things to take care of. And I'm not going to pay your bills and pay mine too. You know, the old Crystal would have done that, but I can no longer do that, you know, because it's not going to get me anywhere. You just going to keep taking and keep taking and keep taking. And I'm going to be the one on the suffering end of the stick. So you guys just keep your head up, you know, let people talk, but don't respond with emotion. Take your emotions out of it, because the less people know, the more it's going to trick up their mind and they're not going to know which way to go. So that's my word for today, guys. If you guys can like the video, subscribe to the channel, I would greatly appreciate it. Like I always say, if there's any topics you guys want to talk about, and I forgot to put the banner up, you can always email me at truth.tvpodcast@gmail. I would love to hear from you. I know my channel is a smaller channel and there are hundreds of thousands of channels like this on YouTube, but I would appreciate any type of support. If you are someone that you know is in a toxic situation and needs to get help, I am always available, and there are always the crisis hotline number you can dial at 988 from any phone. You can follow us over there on Instagram at Truth_TV Podcast. And until next time, I will holler at you guys later. Peace.